Come on! Oh my gosh. Thank God for that. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. An early goal from Hwang Hee-chan after a mistake from Gabriel, and then the subs came on. Mikel Arteta makes subs in the 70th minute, and the contribution is massive from those guys towards the end of the game. Nicolas Pepe coming on, scoring a lovely composed finish, and to think how many more points would we have scraped by at the end of games if Mikel Arteta trusted Nicolas Pepe and used him more often. I'm just looking at the table now. We're 1 point behind Manchester United with 2 games in hand. We're 5 points behind Chelsea with 2 games in hand. That's quite significant, guys, because we're in touch and distance there. West Ham, 42 points, 26 games played. We're above them now. We're in 5th place, and the second goal was I think they're giving it as a Jose Sarr goal, but hopefully they give it to Lacazette. He hasn't scored in a while, and he had an okay game. Again, I just when we were 1-0 down for so long, and it was just that the striker. Why didn't we buy a striker? It was touches, ball flying off him. He works really really hard, and hopefully he's got his goal today. But it's all. This could be the biggest win of the season. This could actually be the biggest win of the season. 1-0 down, 20 minutes to go. Another time where we might not have capitalised on a performance. My title was completely different. My title was going to be completely different. I was going to have a look at Gabriel, and we're still going to have a look at Gabriel. We're still going to have a look at Gabriel because something needs to be said that we might not want to hear, and we're all buzzing, and this is going to be what a celebration for those fans that went there tonight. I'm buzzing for everyone, but that was. I was looking at that game, and it was same old Arsenal yet again. We didn't look like scoring. It makes the changes, in my opinion, too late, but it's paid off. 20 minutes to go. I would have brought Pepe on earlier. When you get to the 65th minute and you've not made a change and you're losing, like, what are you doing? Why don't you make it? It's clearly what you were doing is clearly not working. Make those changes earlier. We've just scored in the 90 plus 5th minute. And actually, maybe I should put the goal times up in the next video. But this is stressful, man. I mean, if we lost 1-0, you would probably go Manchester United. Manchester United might do it because that would have been two games in hand, but 4 points difference. But 2 games in hand and 1 point. Spurs bottled it at Burnley last night. All right, we drew against Burnley at home, but oh my gosh, that was probably the biggest win of the season. So, like, it is. It's the turning point. It's the 1-0 down, the fight back. The continuous pressure. We're not playing this weekend, apparently. Oh yeah, we were meant to be playing. I believe we were meant to be playing Chelsea. So we're meant to be playing Chelsea. They're obviously playing. It was Chelsea or Liverpool. We were meant to be playing Chelsea or Liverpool, but obviously the Carabao Cup finals on Sunday. But guys, that was. I mean, that was impressive. All right, that was impressive. We did dominate the game, but we all know about Wolves' resolute defence. They were 1-0 up, and it just looked bad. It looked really, really bad, and it just looked like the same old problems. But now we're looking at we lost to Man City, we drew against Burnley, and then we've beat Wolves twice and beat Brentford in between. So in 5 games, we've got 10 points, and that's okay. If we dropped points here, that would have been a bit of a nothing run of 5 games. But the celebrations, Lacazette, it does mean a lot to him. It does mean a lot to him, and I think his time is up at the end of the season. But if he can get us into that Champions League spot, he will, it will be a defining season for him. Now, I just want to look, I'm going to go. We're really happy we've won the game, but I just need to say something. This is the focus away from Mikel Arteta, and the players played well. Everyone played quite well, but I just need to ask Arsenal fans, um, how many mistakes does Gabriel get to make before we start thinking maybe this guy's a bit of a liability? I think he's rash. I think he's rash. I think he dives into tackles. That can be really good. That can be really good. I really like Diego Carlos. He dives into tackles quite a lot. The Sevilla centre back. I like Diego Carlos. But those are the guys that get you those suspensions and at key moments. Gabriel could have lost us the game today, and those are the rash guys are always up for the fight. But at key moments, they can really let you down, and he's already let us down. So if we just take this calendar year, Gabriel has made um, had a direct impact on us either conceding or losing a game, and we're only 6 weeks into the year. He had a poor end to last season, and you, Arsenal fans, we watch the games. We all know he dives into tackles and he flies in. He flies in, and yeah, he might shake some players up and stuff like that. But when he misses those tackles, I don't know. I think we need to keep an eye on Gabriel. I really do, because at the end of the day, he scores goals. That's really good. He's a goal scorer and centre back. He's great at corners. He's great in the air. But so is David Luiz, and everyone kind of hated David Luiz. So I just think we need to look at that. But anyway, we keep it positive. Top four's on. We're 1 point behind Man U, 2 games in hand, 5 points behind Chelsea, and 1 game in hand. And significantly, um, do you know what? We're actually not going to go into Chelsea's financial situation, but there might be a change to Chelsea's financial situation, and London might be red once again. But Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. That was a bit stressful. But I think that could have been the biggest win of the season. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back again for the next game.